All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Look at what I have right here today, guys. This is a nice seafood dish, something that we normally make during the holidays. This is a crab pie. Now, I add a little shrimp and onions to this thing and green bell peppers. But we're going to jump into this video and I'm going to show you exactly how I get this done. Alrighty, guys, so for this recipe right here, I have me some crab meat. This is pasteurized. I like using regular fresh crab meat, but sometimes you gotta just take what you can get. And I have me some shrimp that I already peeled and veined and got washed up, some onions and green bell pepper, and I have my favorite crackers, my club crackers, best crackers in the world. And I got me a couple eggs, and I'm gonna use some mayonnaise, seasoning salt, onion powder, and some black pepper. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and get this shrimp seasoned up. Just a little black pepper. And I'm going to add a little onion powder to it. All right, then I'll come in and add me just a little seasoning salt. These are nice saltwater shrimp, guys, so you know that they don't need too much seasoning. All right, so I'll just get that mixed all together. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this ready to be seared off inside of my pan. So I'm just going to add a half stick of that butter inside of here. I forgot to mention the butter in the opening slide, but this is unsalted butter, and I'm only going to be using a half stick of it. So I'll get that melted down a little bit. Then I'm going to come and put my onions and green bell pepper in here. Kind of just let these saute down a little bit. Get those nice and tender, because I don't want these to be crunchy inside of my pie. All right, so I'll just get those cooking for a few minutes, let those soften up a little bit, and then I'll come back and I'll add my shrimp to it and get those cooked off. All right, so my onions and green bell peppers been cooking for a few minutes now, and they're starting to get a little tender. That's exactly what I want. And what I'm going to do is just kind of move these to the side and get ready to add my shrimp in here. I want to get my shrimp cooked off mainly because I don't like having too much of a, sometimes it gives it too much of a fishy taste. And that's just really kind of a preference of mine. You don't really have to do this because shrimp doesn't take long to cook at all. So it still will be done if you don't brown them off first. But I like to just get mine cooked off a little bit first. So I'll just spread those out. Let them cook for a few minutes until they get pink. Once they get pink, then I'm going to take them off of the heat because I don't want to overcook these shrimp because they're still going to cook in the oven also. So once they get a little pink like that, I'll just kind of give them a little flip. All right. And once we get those flipped on the other side, we're going to let them go for maybe just another minute or so. Then I'll remove this off of the heat and I can start putting my crab pie together. Okay, so we got our vegetables all cooked off and our shrimp. And this is a crab. This is 1 pound of the, they call it lump, but this is the back fin. That's what we normally call it. So I got that broken up, and then what I did is I just went through it to make sure there wasn't any more shells in it because I did find a couple pieces. And now I'm coming and adding my shrimp and vegetables to this. And that crab meat is cold. It still not frozen, but it was still cold. And this mixture right here is hot, so I mix these two together first before I add my eggs because I didn't want to add those eggs directly to that hot mixture. So I'll mix these two together, and that crab is gonna bring the temperature of this shrimp and onions and stuff down a little bit. Then I could add my eggs to it. All right, so once I get that mixed together, then I'm gonna come in and add my eggs. Just gonna be adding 2 large eggs to it. That's gonna help to hold this together. All right, so once I get my eggs added in, then I'm gonna come in and add a little bit more seasoning to this. I'm gonna put a little black pepper in here, and I'm gonna add a little bit more onion powder in here. I'm not gonna put any more seasoning salt in here, guys, or anything sodium based because that crab has salt in it. I already seasoned the shrimp. Going to be using some mayonnaise, which has salt in it, and my crackers also has a hint of salt. So you definitely don't want to add any more salt inside of here. You can, I shouldn't say that, but you definitely can. But I know for my liking, I'm not going to add any more inside of here. All right, so I'll just give that a mix, get that egg and my seasonings incorporated. And I'm going to come in and put me in some mayo to it. And this mayo is going to give it a nice creamy texture. Make sure that we don't have a dry product in the end. And I normally just put 2 spoonsful like that, maybe about a third of a cup. All right, you can see that this is already looking nice and creamy just the way that I want it. So now I have my crackers all crumbled up, and this is 2 packs of the club crackers. And I'll show you guys in the next slide which side is not the really big long pack, it's the 2 little short packs with I think like 10 crackers in it each. And I just crumbled them up in a Ziploc bag, dumped them in. We're just mixing that in now. And at this point, it still was a little bit too wet for me. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to put in a few more pieces of this crackers. You can see these are the short packs that I use right here. I use total 2.5 packs of that. All right, so I'll just get this mixed in. And that is going to be it. This is going to be ready to go inside of my pie dish and inside of the oven. Okay, guys, I got ahead of myself. I forgot I needed to give it a taste to make sure everything was perfect and everything was good, except I wanted a little bit more black pepper inside of here. And don't be freaked out by me eating it with that raw egg in it. Haven't died yet. So I got a little bit more pepper in there. Give it a good mix. Then I have my pie dish buttered right here. This is a 10-inch pie dish, guys. And I'm just going to come in and just scoop all of my crab mixture inside of this. And guys, you don't have to add the shrimp inside of this also. It's just something that my mom always did and something that I continue to do, but it's really just a pie, just a crab pie. And you can also use a pie shell if you wanted to. You put this inside of a pie shell, and some people actually put it in a pie shell and top it with shredded cheese. But I don't like doing that to mine. I just bake it as is. but you could absolutely put this inside of a pie shell. All right, so I'll just get that pressed down, smooth out, and this is going to go in the oven on 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. Doesn't take long because everything is cooked. You just really want to cook that egg off. Let this get nice and brown around the edges. So I'll get this in the oven, 350 for about 30 minutes. When I come back, I'm going to let it cool down and give it a taste for you guys. Alrighty guys, so my crab pie is out of the oven. This is done. I had it setting up for about 30 minutes. So you got that nice real golden brown edge. That's the best part. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this up and plate it up. Take my thumbnails and my videos for TikTok, even though TikTok banned me. But that's another story. But I'll be back, guys, with a taste test. All right, guys, coming in with a quick taste test. This is my crab pie, crab and shrimp pie, however you want to call it. We're gonna come right in. Take that top piece off right there. See that? Nice shrimp, nice crab meat. All right. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's super moist. From the meal. Mm-mm-mm. That is good, good, good. I'll tell you, didn't need any more salt added because of the salt meat. I mean, it's salted crab and mayo and the crackers. That's perfect. Mm-hmm. I'm about to devour this. Look at how tender that is. You can do a moist test like a cake chef. All right, guys. Go ahead and give this a try. Alrighty, guys. I definitely recommend that you give this crab pie a try. It is absolutely delicious. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Also, subscribe to my channel if you are new. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch TV. Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. I got banned on TikTok, but hey, I'm back. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget the hashtag. Pray for love and peace.